What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at a bunch of farms that you can farm in a group, but also solo. And before we do that, massive thank you for all of the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. The 0 to 10 million gold guide basically is a compilation of all of the best tactics and methods that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. It's also a digital guide, which means that it's easy for me whenever there's a new patch or even a new expansion to the game to update the gold guide, which I do completely for free, and I send it directly to your email. So if you're interested in that and you don't already have it, check it out with the link down below in the description. Use the discount code STUDENT and you'll get it for 50% off. If you already have the gold guide, definitely check out the VIP Discord. You get to watch my YouTube videos before they go live on YouTube. You get exclusive gold tips, investments, spreadsheets for gold making, and much, much more. So in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about patch 10.17, and some people might be tired of me talking about patch 10.17, and patch 10.17 was basically a big patch that Blizzard did where they took the vast majority of the items that got removed in Cataclysm, and they brought them back to life again. They became droppable through various different loot sources in the game again. So that means that you have a bunch of people that are collectors playing the game that all of a sudden had hundreds of items that were once again obtainable. Now, I talk about that every single week because I sell a lot of these items. So every week when I do like a mailbox clean out, I always mention, yeah, that's a patch 10.17 item, another sale of patch 10.17 item, and so on. But what I don't show in cleanout videos is anything that isn't transmog, such as patterns and plans. And patterns and plans, there was a bunch of patterns and plans that was also re-implemented to back to the game in patch 10.17. And some of these are very valuable. I mean, I'm selling some of them for over 100,000 gold. I sell some of them for 5,000 gold, but the ones selling for 5,000 gold are also stupidly easy to obtain. So there's like a big ocean out there of different patterns and plans, schematics, recipes that are back into the game, and people want to buy these because they're collecting every recipe in the game. Maybe they want to craft the item to sell it. It's relatively easy to sell these patterns and plans, in my opinion. So obviously, like, all of these patterns and plans is also going to be in the spreadsheet of the 0 to 10 million gold guide. So if you already have the 0 to 10 million gold guide, check out the last page of the gold guide before the War Within section. Click on that image and you will get the spreadsheet. But some examples of items that you can farm are going to be items like the flawless Arcanite rifle. And YouTube is pretty, not YouTube, but WoW is pretty up to date on some of these. Like the flawless Arcanite rifle, it's true, it does actually drop from the Moss Flayer Shadowhunter in EPL. You have the volcanic leggings, which do drop from the Fire Gut Brutes in Burning Steps. That is true. And then you have items such as the Iron Feather Breastplate, really good pattern. It drops from the Vile Branch Hide Skinner in Hinterlands. That's also true, it does. Pattern Living Breastplate drops from Decaying Horror in the Western Plaguelands, which it does. Blue Dragon Skate Shoulders. Now, this one says that it's dropped by a bunch of different mobs in the Shara. I guess that's kind of true, but it's a zone drop. It can drop from every single mob in a Shara. And the mobs that I typically farm for it is like the black mobs, like basically the furbug mobs inside of this cave. But these are just some example of patterns and plans that you can farm. And in a lot of the cases, the mobs hyper spawn, so being in the group is going to be efficient. But there's also some where being in the group doesn't really matter. Sometimes the drop chance on them is relatively high, so doing it solo, and you're still going to be able to get the patterns and the plans within a reasonable time. So definitely go and try it out. I mean, just farm at least one of each, throw them up on the auction house, see what sticks. Whenever you sell it, go and get a new one. And you're definitely not gonna regret spending the time farming these patterns and plants. I'm selling them on a bunch of different realms, and they do well on all realms that I'm selling them on. By all means, sometimes you can weeks, months before you sell a pattern or a plant because you're getting constantly undercut, sometimes by somebody using an auction house bot. But they definitely do move, and you can tell by the TSM statistics as well in terms of sell rate that they are definitely moving. But I just want you to remind you guys about the patterns and the plans, because I see way less competition on these patterns and plans compared to the actual transmog items, which I think is kind of odd because it's typically easier to sell in most cases patterns and plans than it is transmog items. So definitely go check it out. I appreciate you all watching my videos. As always, if you don't have it already, make sure to check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide linked in the description. If you have it, the VIP Discord is the place to be in. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. Until then, bye bye.